Hey, Kyle's Wonderful here again with another episode of the Backstage Comments from NJPW G1 Night 4, July 23rd, 2022. So the first match of the night was Bullet Club, ELP, Juice, and Kenta defeating David Finlay, Goto, and Ryohei Oiwa. Finlay says, "This was the first time I fought Juice since we were young boys, like young lions. Juice and I have a lot of history. At one point, he was the older brother I never had. None of that matters. Nothing matters. Teams split up, bands break up. There's only room for one at the top. I think I proved to Jay that I'm the better wrestler. I'm quicker, more agile. Juice, you can't catch me, but I know I got to watch out for that left hand. You caught me with it today. That could prove fatal, but I won't let that happen. When I face Juice Robinson in the main event of Kurgan Hall, I'll get the 2 points. I need to beat Juice Robinson if I'm going to make a name synonymous with greatness. Rest up, Juice. Expect me." So then Goto says, "Kenta, we're in the same block. Are you paying attention to me? Eyes on the belt, not the staff. Don't slip up." So then Juice Robinson says, "David Finlay, a lot of things, but I didn't know he was a cheater too. He hit Juice Robinson, the IWGP US champion, before the bell. But I guess I would cheat too if I was going to get my butt kicked in the main event at Kirk in a couple days. Let me guess what Finlay said, that I held him down for years, that I hogged the spotlight. Well, that's a bunch of bullcrap. He'll find out soon that I was Batman while he was Jobber Robin. You'll see how big of a loser David is. Because the best thing David Finlay did, other than come out of Fit Finlay's ball sack, is tagging with me. I got him famous. I'm the reason everyone knows his name. I allowed him to ride my coattails. Well, I took that coat off. You're going to sink to the bottom." So Kenta comes in and he's talking about staffs. He spent the whole time staring at like Goto's staff, and then he noticed Finley's shillelagh. So Kenta comes in and says, "What the hell? That wasn't Bo-chan. That's Mitch Jara Jarabo. It's awfully cute. Is that the manager with him? He looks so possessive. I tried to touch the staff. He'll rip your arm off. I was just trying to get a look at Jora Jora. And then I saw Finley's tiny stick. What the hell is even going on? Everyone has one now? New Japan, what is happening here? Why has everyone got a stick or what? Let's sit." I've said this before, but when someone shows up with a new kind of staff or stick, who's the one that gets it over? It's me. Me. That's right. Seriously. But then that was my old friend, still desperately clinging to Bo-chan. Then they even started selling Bo-chan merchandise, towels, and all kinds of weird stuff. And who deserves the credit? Me. But I haven't seen a dime, New Japan. Aren't I entitled to some kind of compensation? Aren't I? It's not for you to decide. Jorah's got it going on. I got that classic timeless look. Bo-chan, that's the kind of staff you see twirling on TikTok. Jorah isn't even on social media. She's a classy weapon. Anyway, what I wanted to say is, like I said before, I won't be publicizing my book here. Look, nothing. Then Kenta leaves. The book is not on the floor as usual, but this time Kenta's new book is tucked into his tights on the back. So Kenta is the GOAT at these backstage segments. He even personalized this one because he randomly fought a team that had Finlay and Goto, and they both had weapons. So he thought up this whole promo like on the fly, basically. So anyway, the next match was Team Filthy defeating TMDK. JONAH and Bad Dude Tito come in, and Tito's furious. He says, "Team Filthy, you MFers, you almost broke my GD arm. I got a ton of matches left, and they almost broke my GD arm." So JONAH says, "We ain't done with Team Filthy yet. You hurt my friend's arm, I'm going to break every bone in your effing body." So then Team Filthy comes in and says, Royce Isaac says, "We got the win. I didn't tap you out, but this man did. The baddest man in New Japan Strong. I hope you like that amplitude because you're getting that every time I see you. We're 1-1 now." So Tom Lawlor says, "And JONAH, the butterbean of A Block, you're going to get your dick put in the dirt, boy. And then the top dog is going to be bent over doggy style. TMDK, even though you might not even, the mighty might not kneel, you will be face down with my foot on your head when I'm done. Deadly in denim, it's going to be filthy." A little awkward on that one, but okay. The next match, Bad Luck Fale, Chase Owens, and Yujiro Takahashi defeated Lance Archer, Taichi, and Taka Michinoku. Lance Archer tries another one of his whisper promos in the style of Jake the Snake Roberts here and says, "I don't care about these tag matches. When I can lose every single one of these tag matches, and I don't care. The only thing I care about is getting back on track in this G1 Climax. And at Kurgan Hall, Tom, I'm going to introduce you to a new different time a different kind of strong style, one you've never seen before. All your submissions and strikes, they don't mean a thing. When you step in the ring with the Murder Hawk monster, there's a reason you don't have a plan for me. That's because you can not and will not ever be able to defeat me. On the 26th, I'm going to send you home early after your very first match in G1. Remember this, everybody dies. So Taichi then says, don't get carried away trying to play sumo. You're 100 years too young to put on these pants. I'll seal you with another Sanayan. So cool. You've already broken this mic once. Luckily, I was able to mend it. This is a strong mic. It never breaks. Not in the middle of a performance. Just like my heart. Don't mess with me. I have Sanayan next. Sanayan, looking forward to tomorrow. Working on your pecs? Sanayan, we'll do our own thing here in Ota Ward tomorrow. It'll be fun, intense. Let's color it the only way we can. Can't wait. So Chase Owens, Fale, and Yujiro come in. Chase says, Fale, that felt great, just like old times. You and me and this man, our good old friend Yujiro. We missed you. You keep running around with evil in them. I have one serious question, though. Where's Peter? That's the whole reason we agreed to tag with you. So Fale says, I can't wait to go tsunami surfing on Jeff Cobb. And then they both leave. Yujiro says, hey, ELP, thanks for mentioning my great outfit at the press conference. Thanks to you, I won't be wearing that again. So if you beat me, I'll let you have those threads. So then it was a 6-man tag. United Empire, Great Khan, Jeff Cobb, and Will Ospreay defeated House of Torture, Dick Togo, Evil, and Show. Evil says, listen up. After I get past Kenta and the block is good as mine. Hey, cameraman, you're Kenta's friend, right? I'll talk to you later. Let's roll. So Will Ospreay says, United Empire is the sexiest faction of all of professional wrestling. Great Khan uses people skills to collaborate with Justin Davis. Now, if you ever want fine jewelry to go out looking like an utter stallion of a man, just go with Justin Davis. Look at my gear. We'll be back in the green surely, but look at this silver and black. The United Empire is strong. The United Empire is still sexy, strong and sexy style. So Jeff Cobb comes in and says, how many times must United Empire stomp on Bullet Club and House of Torture? Tonight, House of Torture, bye-bye. What's next for me in the monster block? Bad luck, Fale. Fale, you may be way up there, but this monster isn't afraid to throw anybody. I'll give tour of the islands left and right. So Great Khan says, hail us, citizens of the Empire. Allow us to regale you in one of our favorite sights. The green lasers shine down from the rafters. We couldn't take our eyes off of it. We couldn't help but give it a thumbs up. Next time, have enough lasers to fill the whole venue. Like a sensational diva, we want to be bathed in green light as we make our entrance. Now let us tell you about what we hate. Pro wrestlers. We only do this in order to execute other pro wrestlers. Why? Because pro wrestlers are liars. How many wrestlers talk about dreams and how many actually make them come true? Winning G1, becoming champion, boosting NJPW, packing the house. Listen, we can fill this venue alone with all the women we've bedded. That's not all. Take the long lines of our new fans who queued up in our autographs. Look at the great sponsors we have. We're on TV, in magazines, on the radio. How's that for PR? We've become an anime voice actor, guest honors at anime conventions, and all of this in only 2 years of New Japan. As New Japan owner said, we'll usher in a new era that rids us of the tired old ways. We will lead you to that next stage. Is lie. I didn't understand the lie part, but I think he was talking about those pro wrestlers. So LIJ defeated Bushi, Sanada, and Naito defeated Tanahashi, Jado, and Tama. So Tama comes in and says, Sanada, I see you. You haven't lost a step. I thought that injury might take you out for a little bit, but I was wrong. But now I hope you noticed that I had a difference in me too. I've gained a step faster, smoother, and higher. I'll worry about you when the time comes. As for you, Ishii, you have a long history. You and I have a long history. Let's continue that. So Tanahashi says, looks like as of July 2022, Hiroshi Tanahashi is no longer of any concern to Naito. He already sees me as a piece of cake, not only in G1, but also in New Japan Cup. Tanahashi has become an easy win. I felt like I've been on the losing side more often than not in these past few years. That's why tomorrow's match, I don't want to sound desperate. That's not very Tanahashi-like, but with 7 fighters per block, 2 losses would be too much. That's all. It'll be okay as long as I don't drop 2. The only seconds I want are another bowl of rice. So Naito then says, tomorrow, my C block match is against Hiroshi Tanahashi. We've both lost our openers. 2 straight losses could spell disaster, which makes this situation against Tanahashi even more exciting. What's got me so fired up? Tomorrow, I end Tanahashi's summer. Cabron. So Sonata says, tomorrow. I face Taichi, Neon. He's Neon, I'm Sanion. We share a certain special bond that can never be broken. I'm sure everyone has a boss they don't like. I'd bet on it. But me, I didn't like this. I don't dislike Taichi. He beat me last year and here in Ota Ward. Tomorrow. So now we're to the G1 matches, the league matches. My favorite match of the night, Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Aaron Hanari after going after the surgically repaired Achilles of Hanari. So Hanari comes in and says, cheeky little dickhead, I thought you were making the mistake. Everything you gave me, I shrugged it off like nothing. And I know I hurt you. I put siege to your castle like I said I would. But you studied me well from the beginning of my career until now. Back in 2017, look at this scar. You want to talk about things made in Japan? How cruel. Zach, after all this time, you're the only one smart enough to go for it. I'm not even angry. Honestly, I'm impressed. You put on a little bit of weight and hit even harder now. And you won fair and square. Cowardly, but nonetheless, you still won. Now I have a petition to make. Hirooki Goto, I'm asking you, man to man, fighter to fighter, don't come at me like a coward. I know where you're from, where the men are tough and the women are beautiful. So I'm asking you, come on, straight up, fight at me. So Hinari does not want anyone else to exploit his weakness, which I'm guessing everybody's going to exploit his weakness now that it's known. So Zack Sabre Jr. says, I need a doctor. Why aren't you worried? Why are you laughing, bastards? I think my rib is, well, you don't even want to know where it is. And he points at his crotch, which sounds terrifying. He says, oh my God, he's very dangerous. I thought Hinari was a bit of an idiot, but no, he's very intelligent and very strong. But luckily, I'm the best technical wrestler in the world. What are there budget cuts around here? I need help. That was scary. I can feel it. My rib is floating around. I've got a feeling like it's going to take a bit of damage, but where's the fun in breezing right on through? That last body blow might have cracked something. I couldn't breathe, and then I started hyperventilating. Then I had a vision, and George Michael was there, and he said, hi, Zach. And I said, hi, George. What the bloody hell were you? Where the bloody hell were you when I needed help in April? When I was challenging Okada for the world title? You didn't bloody turn up. And then George Michael said to me, well, I was hiking with Prince in the Lake District. It's nice. Have you been? And I said, no, you bloody bastard. I've been busy with G1 Climax. So George thought, George, I thought you had advice for me. And George Michael said, use your techers. And I said, George, I always use my techers. Be more specific. And he said, well, I don't know. Just go for the Achilles. And I was like, all right. So I attacked the Achilles and won. So once again, thank you, George Michael. Crazy promo there. So in the another one of the league matches, Shingo Takagi defeated Yoshihashi by roll-up after basically Yoshi destroyed. Shingo got the worst of this one and still won. So Yoshihashi walks in and says, damn it, I had him. I say things can change in an instant, but Shingo denied me of that today, which sucks. We went our separate ways, but we were both products of Yamaguchi's gym. He left for a different promotion before he found his way to New Japan. Finally, facing him one-on-one today. I could sense our old shared roots, but I can't back down from him now. I nearly had him, and next time, I will change things in an instant. Next is Juice Robinson. I'll show you how much has changed since you've been away. So Shingo is very hurt. He's got an ice pack. He collapses to the floor and says, finally, gotta win. But it cost me. Yoshihashi, he's a tough one. I never meant to underestimate him. I suffered a heavy loss in Sapporo, but today's win is just as heavy. Every win is extra valuable in this G1. Nobody is half-assing it here. Yoshihashi and I are the same age. He'll be 40 soon enough, but he's still growing and evolving. It's upsetting. But even though I won the points, I feel like I lost the fight. But Shingo Takagi moves on, you know that, right? I know what it means, or what a win means. I'll take each battle as they come, show you the strength of Shingo. The IWGP champion Jay White told me to use this frustration to fuel me to the finish line. You smart-mouthed bastard. I'll get there soon enough, Jay. I promise you that. But first, I'll win the rest of this block. Today was a fresh start. So in the next to last match, Kazuchika Okada defeated Toru Yano, and Yano says, "Ouch, it hurt. I want to cry. I want to go home. Nothing will help, not even booze." So Yano's back to being annoying. Okada says, "I wish I could say picking up my second win was a breeze. It was truly a tough fight. I might be more blown up today than after my match with Jeff. Of course, Jeff did do more damage, but today I had a lot of oh no moments. But all these battles will add up to a G1 victory. I don't want to just get through G1. I want to become a stronger Okada because of it. I slayed one monster in Sapporo. I don't know what kind of monster I beat today in terms of physical size. He's not a monster like the rest. I guess he's like a cheating monster. But next, Fale. What kind of monster is he? I'll find out soon enough. Today's match was a great head-to-head contest. It lived up to the match I had with Jeff. A Block is the most fun, huh? So after the main event with Jay White defeating Ishii, I basically covered everything. Ishii never said anything. And then I covered what Jay White said in the G1 review. So I do reviews after every show, and then I do this separately, backstage comments. So Jay White, basically the big thing to note is that when he did his in the ring interview, Jay White said, you guys don't understand me, huh? Well, let me speak in Japanese. And he clapped for like a minute straight like this. So it was Jay White thinking that Japanese only speak a clap language now. So that was pretty funny. That was basically the end of that. So I'm going to get going. The next G1's about to start, or I think it started 5 minutes ago. So hopefully they have a rewind feature for me. And I'll hope to try and be on live when it ends. So I should be on in about 3 hours, 3.5 hours with the end of the G1. I got to go over and start watching it now. So thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys in a couple hours. Have a good night. Enjoy G1, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.